Hi there, this is Mariana Wagner with the Colorado Home Team, located in, you guessed it, Colorado. I am here to address a question we get a lot, and I just thought I'd give you a real simple breakdown. What is the home selling process here in Colorado, specifically El Paso County, Colorado, which includes Colorado Springs, Monument, Fountain, Manitou Springs, etc. So here is a down and dirty, quick and easy way to look at the home selling process. The first thing you're gonna do is after you're done interviewing agents, you find the one that you feel is the best fit for you, because guess what? We're gonna be married for a while. And I just think it's very important that you find an agent that you're the most comfortable with. You have to know them, so you have to know a little bit about them. You have to like them, and you have to trust them. Those are the three big things. And so hopefully you're watching this video because you have decided to work with us. So here's the process. You find your agent, and your agent and you discuss kind of a little bit of timing and pricing and what needs to happen. So there's a pre-listing. So before your home actually hits the market, there's a lot of footwork that we have to do, mostly us, but you are going to be involved too, because heck, it's your house too, right? Anyway, so what we do is, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get paperwork for you. We're going to have our listing agreement, which we call the exclusive right to sell, the ERTS, like we like to say in our business. And then as well as that, we're going to have some disclosures you need to sign and or fill out, like a source of water addendum, the square footage disclosure. If you have an older house, we're going to have the lead paint disclosures and seller's property disclosure, to name a few. Now, if you ever have questions about filling those out before you sign, or you need to understand something a little bit better, then you please reach out to us, reach out to me, reach out to your listing agent, and we can walk you through it so you understand it. Once those are signed, we start the pre-listing process, and that is getting your home ready. In many cases, we're going to send a stager out to work with you. And we're not talking HGTV where we're going to move everything out and move walls and this, that. No. What we mean by staging is making your house as it is the most best for any potential home buyer. Meaning, we want the broadest range of home buyers possible seeing themselves in the house. So a lot of those things that you're going to be doing is removing some of the personalization, not only because it helps other people imagine themselves in your house better, but it also keeps you safe too. Removing like family photos, medication, valuables, things like that. And then making your home look as clean and spacious as possible. Then from there, we're going to order photos. And photos, when I say photos, I mean photos, drone photography, walkthrough videos, floor plans, all types of media that we are going to use when we market your property to make sure that everybody has the best taste in their mouth for your house. And we're going to do that and make sure that, we talk about the showing process. You're going to have a great conversation with me about all of these things ahead of time, so you are comfortable moving forward with what's happening. Now, we list your home on the MLS, and we list your home on multiple MLSs if it makes sense. So like if you're in a northern part of Colorado Springs, then we'll probably put your home in not only the Pikes Peak MLS, which is our local MLS in El Paso County, but we're also going to put your home in the Denver MLS, because we do see a lot of people moving back and forth between there. Also, if you're in, let's say, Fountain or Pueblo, you are also going to find your home listed in the Pueblo MLS as well. So what we are members of many MLSs because we want the most exposure for you possible. So we get it in there, and that's just the beginning, because once we get your home into the MLS, now we are hitting the ground running, and we're going to take all of the information, the MLS information, all the photos, the remarks that we create for you, everything, and now we're going to start submitting it to any and every real estate site out there possible. So of course, Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, but we're also going to do as many smaller sites that people accidentally stumble upon. We want your house everywhere. And that's our goal, is to get it everywhere. And not only are we going to do that, but in addition to putting your home everywhere, you have a portal that we will send you access to, so you know where those where those ads are going. You know exactly where you can find your home for sale. We're going to do all the social media stuff. Everything You won't be able to turn around without seeing your house advertised. We'll talk about having open houses if that is something that makes sense on a marketing level, if it makes sense for you and your situation. We'll talk about open houses. That's another thing that can help draw some attention to your property as well. And now we're doing all of that, and people are showing your home, people are loving your home, and now an offer comes in. Now sometimes, depending on the market, maybe multiple offers, but we're heading into like a real estate world right now where that's not really the case. But anyway, so you have the listing, and somebody's like, yes, I want this listing, they're gonna make an offer. And at that point in time, your listing agent is going to help you navigate and negotiate on your behalf so that you have the best possible price and terms in this situation. And once you guys work on it and you guys agree on everything, what's gonna happen then is you are gonna be under contract. Now, the contract to close process is a whole different animal. What we have is I will still be a part of the process for you, and I also be working with my transaction coordinator and with the listing agent and with our title company and with the lender of whoever is going to be purchasing your home, and of course, most importantly, working with you to get the home from contract to close. What happens during a contract to close? Well, the first thing we do is we make sure the earnest money is dealt with, because the buyer has to provide earnest money. Then we make sure that they're going to schedule the correct inspections. So a general home inspection, almost everyone will do. Sometimes they do additional inspections like mold or radon or all types of things. It doesn't mean that they suspect that in your house. It just means that they are doing their due diligence for them and what they want in their house. At that point, once they do the inspection or the inspections, they're going to possibly submit a request for you to fix or replace certain items so we can move forward with the contract. What happens in that situation is you can either agree to all of it and do all of it and move forward, or you can say, no, take the house as it is and risk them going, well, then I don't want the house, and now your house goes back on the market. Or you have some kind of a negotiation in between. Generally, that's what happens, is that our clients, our home sellers will say, oh, out of these 5 things, I'm more than happy to do 1, 2, and 4. But 3 and 5, I don't want to do, or I can't do, or I'm not comfortable doing, or whatever. And so your agent, your listing agent, and the buyer agent on the other side, they're going to talk and they're going to help negotiate what works out best. And then once you agree with it, and once the buyer agrees with it, you sign it, and now you can move forward with the contract. So that's kind of how that works. Then they're going to get a home appraisal. Most people these days are going to be getting a home loan to purchase a home. And if you get a home loan, that means that the bank needs to verify that the house that they're loaning the money on actually is worth what it's selling for. And so it's not even so much a buyer request as the lender, the bank request. And so what we're going to do is the bank's going to send out an appraiser, and they're going to do an appraisal. Same kind of thing with the inspection as well. The appraisal comes back, more times than not, it's going to come back just fine because our agents know how to price things correctly. But just in case for some fluke reason it comes back low, you have, again, 3 options. You can either say, oh, great, well, I'll lower the price of the house and we'll move on with our transaction. Or you go, no, I am selling it at this, and you can bring the difference, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer, and risk them going, well, I don't want to do that, I can't do that, whatever, and the contract ends and now you have to go back on the market and find another buyer. Or you find something in between, like, hey, we're willing to drop the price X amount if you're willing to bring X amount to closing. And again, that's generally what happens. Is there some kind of a compromise? Again, that is something that your agent will negotiate on your behalf with your consent with the other agent and their client. All right, so we went through, they got to give out the earnest money. We're going to do the home inspections, we'll do the appraisal. Then there's a lot of other due diligence, and I am not going to muddy your brain with it, but it includes things like covenants and restrictions and anything with the HOA, anything with title, if you need a survey or an ILC done. There's a lot of these little things. We take care of all that for you. We'll loop you in, absolutely. If we have questions, we'll ask you, but just know we are doing everything on your behalf. Sometimes you might not even know what we're doing. Maybe you're trying to reach your agent and you're unable to reach them. You can reach out to me and say, hey, I have a question. I have something that I need help with, and I can help you. Maybe your agent is in the middle of talking with your HOA to figure some stuff out. More times than not, your agent is doing something on your behalf every day. And I just want you to understand that we are all working hard for you. You have a whole team working on your behalf for that. And then once we get through all the due diligence, now we hit closing day. Closing day is more times than not the day that you're moving out of the house, and the same day that they can move into the house. As soon as you close, we're called a wet fund state, not wet fund, wet fund state, meaning that the minute everybody signs on the dotted line, the property transfers to the next person. So regarding timing and moving and everything like that, we will help you with those logistics as well. But just understand that closing day, that house now belongs to the home buyer, and you are done with that part of your adventure. If you have any questions about this process, please reach out, let us know, and we'd be more than happy to explain it. Thank you so much, and enjoy your day and enjoy your home sale.